Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to play some more Eternal Glory. So, last time we finished these two routes, so now we're going to go with Haize. Prologue. Chapter 1, A Being Filled with Taboos. Eventually I chose the Reaper Corpse. Since the ability to perceive the essence of souls is the most valuable skill in this organization, I believe that there will be someone who could see through the nature of the curse placed on me. Although it's better to hide the fact I'm cursed, I'm in no position to do it right now. If I don't figure out the essence of the curse and eliminate it, not just I, but countless people will suffer. I want to know if we could find the person we got spelled because of here. Because last route we found out that they're in Reaper Corpse. Of course, there's no one whose first impression. Of course, there was no one whose first impression was worse than the head of the Reaper Corpse, with his conspicuous red shirt and black belt. But he's the head of a divine organization, and not just any organization, but the Reaper Corpse. In other words, there is no one in this land with better eye for discerning carrying the essence of souls than him. So no matter what, I have to get close to the head of Reaper Corpse, even if it meant forcing myself to get along with the members of the corpse. To connect with him, at the very least, I need to talk to him about the curse on me. Of course, that doesn't mean that head of the Reaper Corpse can lift the curse. But at the very least, I need to find out what kind of curse it is. Clutching the professor's recommendation letter, I started walking. Fortunately, this time, there was no casualties, no injuries, no deaths. But I know I have to repay the debt for the incident I caused somehow. With every step, the sharp corner of the notebook in my pocket painfully jabbed at my chest. I kept this notebook to record the incidents that had occurred because of me. Thankfully, nothing had happened during my time in the orphanage, but now that the curse had started flaring up again, painful entries would begin to fill the pages. I had made sure to record the details of the end fire. I'm sorry, everyone. I didn't want this to happen, even though it wasn't intentional. I really didn't want something like this to ever happen again. I'm sorry for putting you in danger because of me. Especially to the innkeeper, I'll make sure to compensate for your losses. So please, wait a little longer. Just a little longer. Okay, that looks more gothic than I want. My firm step finally came to the hall in front of the gloomy building of the Reaper Corpse. It was fortunate that the recruitment period for the divine organizations was open, allowing me the chance to join. But unfortunately, both the professor's recommendation letter and my own presence felt far from reliable. But I took a step forward entering the Reaper Corpse. Or at least I tried to. But it was at that moment. Crash. As I was about to enter the front gate of the Reaper Corpse, someone suddenly blocked my path. Ugh! I barely managed to regain my balance and tilt my head all the way up to meet the face at the top of an impressive height. Why is the shirt so red? Oh, we already see him now. Our school friend? Oh, who do we have here? As soon as I locked eyes with the person, I had silently gasped in shock. Well, look at who it is. The one who just casually lied to the heads of the land, showing up like it's no big deal. The head of the Reaper Corps. What's wrong? Why are you so shocked? Like you've been seeing something you weren't supposed to? Of course. I didn't expect to meet the head of the corpse so soon as I came to apply. Oh, so you know I'm the head now, huh? Looks like you've been digging around for a lot of information in the meantime. Actually, I knew it because I heard by the routes. What routes? What's routes? What do you mean? I only found out by chance that people I met were the heads of the divine organizations. This time, it was not a lie. If I hadn't seen the names of the professor's recommendation letter, I wouldn't have realized the identities of the three men I met at the old ruins. But I wasn't someone who raised my voice easily. I had always worked hard to avoid causing trouble for others, so shouting or raising my voice was never something I did. But now, it's because this guy is so irritating. I feel my voice rising from the depths of my gut. This wasn't part of the plan. I had expected that the head of the Reaper Corps would be someone I could only meet after climbing through the ranks. Until then, I had a plan to keep everyone happy. I tend to show people proper respect when I finally faced the head of the Reaper Corps after making all my preparations. But as soon as I came face to face with the man blocking my way, an surge of hostility flared up inside me. The problem was that the head of the Reaper Corps seemed to be too amused by my outburst, as if he were watching an entertaining spectacle. Fine, if you say it was by chance, I believe you for now. So why did you come here again? To apply to the Reaper Corps, that was it? Yes, I came to apply to your organization. Wow, it's been a long time since I met someone so stupid. Okay, I went their routes anyway. I'm going back. You're like a complete fool walking into a tiger's den without realizing it, huh? It's like, no, okay, I'm gonna go with the divine, ministry. I was truly speechless. I never imagined I'd encounter someone crazy enough to call a near stranger an idiot. Of course, there were people who treated me poorly because of my usual passive attitude, but the tone of the head of the Reaper Corps was different from theirs. It was mockily scornful tone, one that rubbed me the wrong way. I don't know what you mean by a tiger's den, but I'm well aware of the Reaper Corps isn't an ordinary place. Oh, if he had been like other people who lashed out at me for petty reasons, it might have been better. But this man who mocked me from a superior position is as if he were watching some lower being was irritating. Literally, the attitude of the head of the Reaper Corps was simply unbearable. Unbearable enough that I was gonna go with the Corps, sorry. I have to hold it together. Think about the notes I'm carrying with me. Focus. Struggling to surpass my rising anger, I tried to continue calmly. So, I need to go inside to apply. So, could you move aside, head? What's you on about? The one who signs off the final exam is right here, and you're trying to run off somewhere else. Whether you're the one who approves the exam or not, there's still an official procedure to follow. Official procedure? Oh, you must be talking about the announcement we posted. But that was just something I had to smooth talker But that was just something I had to smooth talk her right up to make it sound fancy. There's no such thing as official procedure in the Reaper Corps, unlike everyone else. What do you mean? It means that once you're in the Reaper Corps, you follow the head's orders. Absolutely. Is this guy really the head? I don't think so. I think he's a figurehead. There's someone higher above him. I could go over there once. Later. Just walk off. The thought crossed my mind, but I forced myself to stay calm as I responded to the head of the Reaper Corps. But that doesn't mean I could just hand my application and recommendation letter directly to him, does it? Whenever I accept your application or recommendation is up to me. Just hand it over, whatever you brought. I barely managed to hold my anger in check as I handed the documents to the head of the Reaper Corps. Whoosh. Without warning, the head of the Reaper Corps used magic to burn my application and the professor's recommendation letter to ashes. Yeah, he's a butthole. What are you doing? Why did you burn them? I'm skimming through it. So that's enough. There's no need for such useless scraps of paper anymore. Useless? Those are required documents applied to the Reaper Corps. Hey, I made myself clear. There may be formalities in the Reaper Corps, but there is no such thing as official procedures. In the end, everyone follows my word. Still don't get what that means? What are you... Are you telling me you don't even bother reading the applications and recommendation letters? It's not like I don't read them at all. I skimmed through them once. I don't think you're that fast of a reader. But once those papers are usually filled with so much nonsense. Tell them to write an objective introduction and they end up writing novels. I really regret coming here. It's like, yep, I'm gonna go to our corpse, ask for their reputation letter. I made the wrong choice. And don't you already know what the main ability of the Reaper Corps is? The ability to see the essence of a being. What do you think that means? Even the lower ranks members can see a bit, so someone like me can tell right away when a soul's a total mess. And yet, so many applicants write down glowing applications. So I just skim through the applications and pick out the ones I accept before they even make it to the final stage. That's why this kind of paperwork is useless in the Reaper Corps. A sudden question pops into my mind. Could anyone working under such a reckless head even think rationally? Probably not. We're in the wild card corpse. It's the Reaper Corps. The Reaper Corps is known for being a highly secretive organization, with far less information available about it than about others like the Divine Industry or the Holy Knights. The number of people known to work for the Reaper Corps is also significantly smaller than the other organizations. I should just leave. There's no other choice. I wasn't even disappointed that my firm decision to come here had been dashed. The head of the Reaper Corps had annoyed me so much that I was ready to completely ignore him and apply to one of the other divine organizations. Called it. Well then, I'll be on my way. Be on your way? What do you think you're doing? It seems the Reaper Corps isn't a good fit for me, so I'm giving up on my application. You haven't even stepped inside the building. How can you decide if the Reaper Corps is a fit for you or not? Have you even spoken to any of the members? Well, yes, you. Yes, I met a few, though not often. Did you actually talk with them? Alright then, stop spouting nonsense. Whether or not you're fit for the Reaper Corps is something you'll find out later. Actually, I just remembered, I did have a proper conversation with one from the Reaper Corps. What? I was just talking to the head of the corpse right in front of me. So, does that count? To me it counts. Ha. Ha. You got quite the twisted sense of humor. No matter how strange my sense of humor may be, I doubt it's worse than yours, Head. Savage. Fine, since you're already here, you might as well finish your application. I couldn't help but frown at the head of the Reaper Corps' words. You just said that you choose members on the Reaper Corps depending on how well you read their instance. So doesn't that mean you already decide whether you'll accept me or not? Are you just mocking me now because you decide not to? You seem to be under some sort of misconception. Oh, I guess I never told you. Oh, he wants me here. Yeah, I know. I guess I really didn't mention it. Well, I'll tell you now. Before deciding whether to accept you, I can't read your absence. What do you mean by that? Even with my standing right in front of you, I can't see your essence at all. It's pitch black. If I'm this close, it just means the other heads don't know a darn thing about you either. They might. Since I can't read your essence, I haven't made a decision about whether or not to accept you into the Reaper Corps. My essence, my soul is pitch black? Is this because of the curse? So introduce yourself. Tell me who you are. What? But you just burned my introduction. I wrote in the application. Your sister can't tell the difference between writing something down and saying it out loud. Okay, I'll tell ya. Just tell me, speaking for yourself is much more accurate than honest. I mean, someone could lie. I want nothing more than to escape this ridiculous situation. But I can't bring myself to leave because something had completely tied me down. It was literally surprising that my soul was so dark that even the head of the Reaper Corps couldn't read it. If the other heads couldn't see anything about me, the only head of the Reaper Corps could catch a glimpse. If I was one to break this curse, I need someone who can at least see a part of my essence. What are you waiting for? Are you going to introduce yourself? Really, I have no other choice. Oh, stay calm. All I need to do is figure out this curse and get rid of it. So just hang in there until then. Honestly, there's not much to tell about myself. 9 years ago, I lost my parents in the house where I met you. And then I entered the orphanage where I stayed until I became an adult and had to leave. That's it. Oh, I got, kicked out of the school. The person gave me the recommendation for later on. The recommendation you brought was written by a professor from Primary Academy. Do you have nothing to say about that? I got expelled. I had to leave Primary Academy due to certain circumstances. What a simple life. So why do you think your essence is hidden from my sight? If I knew that the reason, I wouldn't have come to the Reaper Corps in the first place. The reason I'm applying to join is because I'm hoping that someone here can figure out my problem. So you're not here out of loyalty to serve the gods and the head of the Reaper Corps. You're just here purely for your own needs. I wasn't sure why this conversation had taken such a turn, but I was so exhausted from the head's nonsense to argue anymore. When I gave a faint nod, the head of the Reaper Corps looked even more amused. Well, I can guess what your problem is. You're the only survivor from the house fire, so you must be connected to the curse that left its mark on the house. You're 100% right. So, in the end, you're trying to join the Reaper Corps because of that curse, right? I wouldn't deny it. The core of your problem is that the curse, it's something only someone like me, the head, could deal with. So you're here targeting me specifically. And yet, you're acting this rude towards me? Seriously? Well, you're rude first. Are you underestimating me? I think you're underestimating me. Good grief. Please put yourself in my shoes. At first, I planned to be respectful, but you were so rude to me. As the head of the Reaper Corps, I'm allowed to speak harshly to humans below me, right? And yeah, but that's not how you should act. At all. At least you're aware that you're speaking harshly, so that's all leave. For someone so small, you got quite the nerve. Anyway, like I said, I'm not an easy person to deal with. If you need me, you have to pay its price. Is there any chance I could not join the Reaper Corps? Nope, not happening. It's like, no, you're stuck with me. Darn. Normally, I pick members based on their essence, but I'll give you a special pass. I don't need it. So from now on, you're going to work like ox under me. If you work as much as I need you to, I'll give you what you need in return. I really don't need it. Think carefully. I'm not someone who makes offers. I'm someone who gives orders. At least you're aware of that. So, just accept it when I tell you to do. When I tell you to. Considering joining the Reaper Corps because I'll never consider working like a beast under you. I need time to think. Never said, I'll give you any time. But I definitely need it. Well, I definitely won't give it to you. If you talk back to me one more time, I have no choice. What do you plan to do to me? Good, you'll talk back again. So, as I said, I have no choice now. What? This guy's a butthole. Ugh. The head of Reaper Corps suddenly grabbed my right hand, supporting it with one hand while covering the back of my right hand with the other. Since the curse mark was below the glove on my right hand, I hastily tried to pull my hand away. But his grip was too strong for me to break free. Let go of my hand. No matter how much I protested, he ignored my words and focused solely on what he was doing. From the slight warmth spreading across the glove of my skin, it seemed that he was trying to cast a spell. What are you doing? What kind of magic? Ugh. A bright red light emitted from the head of the Reaper Corps and wrapped around my right hand. Soon, the bright red light began slipping into me, little by little. I said, let go! Even as I struggled desperately, the head of the Reaper Corps continued casting his spell without care. But then, suddenly... Clean. What the? I was just trying to imprint the mark of the Reaper Corps. Why did the magic backfire? The head of the Reaper Corps suddenly spoke, but I was in so much pain that I could barely hold on to my sanity. Yell profundities. I have to. I couldn't take any more. Let go. I said let go. And you call yourself a head? If you're the head of a divine organization, you should be responsible and work hard like an ox. Half of my mind, and I spat out insults towards the head of the Reaper Corps. His face was already twisted in frustration from the failed spell. But hearing my curses, he suddenly started laughing like a madman. Ha! Well, look at that. Can't even manage a little bit of respect. But I prefer this over some lame attempt at logic. This kind of wild outburst suits me better than listening to useless nonsense. Smack. Finally, the head of the Reaper Corps let go of my hand. I immediately hid both hands behind my back and glared at him as if I could kill him. inferring part was that while I was seriously angered, the head of the Reaper Corpse was looking down at me with a curious, amused expression, as if he found the whole thing entertaining. You're really something. To think that your branding magic didn't work. This is definitely worth studying. Especially if he sees this. He'll love it. You make a perfect research subject. Good thing your magic didn't work. If it had, not some weird magic, not harmful to you either. Just I'm never seeing anyone reject magic that people in the land's organization usually beg to receive. What kind of magic was it? You mentioned something about branding the Reaper Corpse mark. But what exactly were you trying to do? Never mind. I'm not about to waste time explaining to you to someone who didn't understand and doesn't understand anything. He was branding his mark on us. Excuse me? He was marking his territory. Well, thanks to this, I'm even more interested in you. So, how about working like an ox under me before I have to use some slave magic on you? Okay, yeah, he's my least favorite. Slave magic is forbidden. That's why I said before I use it. I don't think he understands forbidden. Don't worry, though. I won't want to use that part as magic either. And it's not like I'm going to treat you like a slave, more like an ox. You just work hard as a proper member of the Reaper Corps. If you want, I could even give you official Reaper position, which usually takes about 10 years to earn. So anything else you need? I don't know anything about the Reaper Corps operates, how the Reaper Corps operates, or how to do the work, or even if you assign me tasks, I wouldn't be able to complete them properly. Then just earn directly from me. What? Just stick by my side and watch how the Reaper Corps works. Alright then. You got yourself an official Reaper position. Your mentor's head, even the head of the Reaper Corps, not bad. Crap. Wait. As I was about to eject, the head of Reaper Corps suddenly frowned and clutched his head in pain. Darn it. Made the wrong choice from the start. I didn't know what was going on, but the head of the Reaper Corps summoned a magic clock, muttering to himself as if he's assessing the situation. Soon he snapped his eyes open and stared at me with a frown. So, Digimon, is that your name, right? What, like it said on your application? Yeah, that's right. Good, follow me. Huh? Where to? There's something I have to deal with a senior Reaper. There's a foolish soul headed towards the realm of oblivion instead of the realm of reincarnation right now. That'll be where I'll go anyway. Like, It's like, I don't want to go back to this world. Just got a signal for the clock that something's going wrong in the afterlife. So now you're coming with me to start learning on the job, Digimon. Huh? Normally, I'll leave it alone because it's too much trouble. But since I have to train you, you're heading to the afterlife. Yay! Before I knew it, a bright red light enveloped me in the head of the Reaper Corps. We were forcibly transported to the afterlife together. Wow. It was my first time in the afterlife, and it was full of strange sights. The faint mist and the usual flow of the air and the translucent shapes of the souls walking around were a rare spectacle. Now that you're official Reaper, You're crossing between the realm, a world of the living and the afterlife frequently. Remember the way well. There was a way to get to the afterlife? What, you're already alive in the afterlife and you don't know? What, it's magic that brought us here? Didn't you notice that when I used the magic earlier, I followed a pattern different from the usual rules of the magic in the land? Oh. I hesitantly admit that I couldn't detect the magic flowing because I couldn't use magic. Fortunately, or unfortunately, the impatient head of the Reaper Corpse didn't wait for my answer and led me to chase after the wandering soul, heading towards the wrong realm. The soul is just like Zoro. It just doesn't have direction gentle skills. Having avoided the awkward situation, I suddenly observed how the head of the Reaper Corpse handled his duties. This is a good opportunity. What? Now's the time to watch carefully. See what's happening when you don't follow my lead. What does that mean? Right after the head of the Reaper Corpse said this, bang. The loud noise came from the soul of the wandering spirit. Instead of explaining that the soul had strayed off course and using magic to guide it back according to the rules of the afterlife. The head of the Reaper Corpse used a aggressive spell to knock the soul out cold. Got it now? While I was still speechless from the shock, the head of the Reaper Corpse turned around, grinning as if he'd done something impressive. The soul could have been like Zoro and just got lost. I definitely felt a surge of a rebellion, but then I saw it clearly, but I still don't understand what happens if I don't follow your orders. It seems my brute remark was a bit of a mistake. And that was chapter 1. If you like my content, please subscribe, like, help out, and comment down below. See you guys next time.